Hello, dear friends. Today, I have in my heart to share with you one of the topic which I observe and which I think people are getting forgetting in modern life. And also, in the same time, this is a very, very basic skill and very basic abilities which we need all to have, to develop, and to practice to achieve a good result on which we are planning and which we are aiming. It's a topic about thinking, about ability of thinking, about the process of thinking. What I notice in modern life, in modern time, there are less and less time day by day to spend time on thinking. And also, this is what I notice also from myself. The human brain likes information, and that's why we have this application like Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube so popular because it's giving and giving like flow of information without non-stop, and some of the people keep on scrolling and getting that information. We are not talking about the quality of information now, but this flow of information our brain is happy to have. And also in the same time it is more and more difficult for people to spend time without music, without watching something, without scrolling, without talking, without just thinking. More and more difficult, and this is a big problem because ability of thinking is very critical. And this thinking without practicing, it will not be developed, and the human will eventually degrade in his ability of thinking. So this skill needs to be developed, it needs to be practiced. And why it is important? Because we all understand that we have some challenges in our life, we have situations, we have acts to take, and without proper thinking about this, it is actually hard to get done it right. And what now tendency is to give answer for everything immediately, almost instantly, for whatever question arise in front of us, or whatever question we've been asked. And this is actually not right, because we might be knowledgeable and experienced, and we all of us, we are living our life, but many questions, they are difficult and they require to be think about to take a right decision. And very frequently, without proper thinking, without proper estimation, it is hard to take a correct way and correct answer. One of the way to develop thinking is to read a books, and this is one of the let's say very useful and very valuable way of develop skill of thinking. Why? Because at one point, reading a book is following the thought and thinking of the author. So if author is wise, if author is logical, if author is smart, if he is analyzing it correctly, if he is himself very good into thinking, then following his thought will teach our brain and ourselves how the thought should be structured and how it should flow. So this is important. And also from here we can see the importance of choosing the right book to read. Different authors, they can think differently, definitely. And one guy can like this book, another guy like another book, and this is personal choice. But all of us, we need to select authors whom we might trust, and who is by his writings teaching us to think also, not only delivering the topic from the book. And undoubtedly, most useful and unlimited book to develop our mind and thinking is Bible. It is unlimited. It looks like, okay, this Bible we're reading every day and what new we can see, but actually the more and more we read, the more and more we into Bible, the more unlimitedness of Bible we will be able to see and progress further. Thinking important to be one of the position in time, it important to be in peace. And without doing nothing. So if we are riding a train and we are thinking, this is also correct and this is also good, but important to be able to sit and think, just do nothing and exercise thinking without breakage in our thoughts and think. And this is difficult. This is what I noticed from different people. So just do a test, find a time, and it is also challenging. Find a time, and just sit, do nothing, and think. Just think. Okay, we have questions. You can take any question you want to think about and just think about that. Analyze, think if you done the correct decision in conjunction with this question or not. Just think and see, let's say at least half an hour, can you do it? And very often I found people who are struggling to do that. They're sitting, they're boring, the mind is not flowing, it is not interesting, they want to take mobile, they want to talk to someone, at least put some music and stuff like that. So this is all signs of our undeveloped skill of thinking, and this should give us a kick to start developing this thing. And what I want to tell you, in future, once you develop, it will be interesting, and sometimes you will miss this time when you have opportunity to just sit and think about different questions. We need to think about questions which arrive in our life. We need to think about problems. We need to think about good things. We need to think about life and life circumstances. And this is in modern life, as we discussed, getting more and more forgotten, and this is not good. If you don't know answer for something, don't give answer immediately. Just take a time to think. There is no any shame to tell, okay, I don't know, I need a time, I will think and I will tell you, especially if the question is very critical. Because what I notice, some friends are talking, oh, I have problem with my wife and we're going to be divorced, so what do you think, should we? And the friend immediately giving the answer. Okay, God bless him, and I'm proud of him if he's really knowing the answer. But most of the time, without even going into the life of those couple who are getting divorced or whatever is there, he is immediately giving answer. And this is a big mistake, because in this situation, about this kind of difficult questions, very easy to take a mistake, to lead another person to support some wrong thing, or to give wrong direction by your advice. So this is very critical, and this is very important. So if you don't know, you can take time and answer it later on, and to think about that question, to sit, to walk, to lie down and think about that. I want to give you example of Moses. Moses, when he was leading Jewish people, how smart he is. He is under guidance of God. He knows so many things, and he solved already so many problems. And one time he got a question from the people, and he answered directly. He is already leader. He answered directly. I don't know. I need to think and I need to ask God. Then I will tell you. So even Moses, he used that. How great he was. He took time and he didn't shy to say, I don't know. He think and he give the answer. Now, those who are parents, it is big responsibility on us to teach our kids about the same. What I see in my kids, sometimes when I'm asking them to do some exercise or to read or mathematics or something, they are telling me directly, and they already know how to distinguish. They're telling, no, our brain is resisting. So I'm teaching them how to control, how to master the brain, so the brain will be tool, not the master of my kid. And this is, I want to emphasize, very, very important to teach our kids about that, because life is speeding up with all those features which we have, internet and the job and the automation of the life. And it is very important to teach our kids how to think and importance of the thinking, so they will develop themselves. To summarize, I want us to remember, and I want to share with you about very, very basic thing which getting forgotten in the life of many, many people, about thinking and importance of that. And this is part one, and I also will do a part two, and we will read one verse in the Bible where God is teaching us that thinking is important, and to spending time on thinking about different issues or good things is very important to analyze them properly to get the lesson and to progress in our life. Be thankful and exercise this. Practice and don't forget this important and valuable skill. Thank you and see you later.